Today, Gnosis announced a partnership with Hapag-Lloyd and PayCargo on a container payment platform. Can you give us some details?
Gnosis, at the core of our business, has always been integrating with terminals, getting better container data for our customers, and then doing a fair amount of projecting what demurrage and detention costs might be. And to help our BCO customers, the core customer of Gnosis, to understand what those costs are going to be and prevent them from ever happening. With OSRA 22 and the FMC, all the compliance things that have come out recently around demurrage and detention, Hapag-Lloyd came to Gnosis and PayCargo together. Gnosis for the data piece, PayCargo for the payment piece, and then Hapag-Lloyd obviously with their customers and the contracts to develop this container payment portal. It's really unique, it's the first of its kind. It implements all the kind of terminal data that Gnosis has, but then also the contractual elements that Hapag-Lloyd has with their customers, and then PayCargo with the payment piece to provide instant release at the terminals. It works really well at all the terminals across the country in assessing demurrage, placing holds on containers when they're unavailable or whatever they go into demurrage actually, and then releasing them through PayCargo's payment and instantly releasing the containers. It's unique. It's really cool because it factors in all of the things that OSRA mandates, so things like container availability. If a container's at the bottom of a stack in the terminal and you can't pick it up, if there's no appointment available for a container, if the terminal is closed for snow, like what happened in January and February this year in Houston and Charleston and other places where that never really happens. We take all those things into account when we're assessing demurrage and when free time can be charged and when it can't be. And so to bring that all into one platform and then give it to Hapag-Lloyd's customers is a really cool offering, and we're excited to be in partnership with them.
Users of your Container Lifecycle Management platform can now add on enhancements. Can you tell us a bit about these?
Gnosis core business offering, we're going to the BCO and we're offering them visibility, and that's CLM, what you're talking about. And that extends beyond just its Container Lifecycle Management. It extends just beyond the actual shipping container if it gets to the SKUs, the line items, the things that are actually within the container. But in serving the BCOs over the years, we've continuously iterated on the product to further serve them in the execution of their container lifecycle. And so two of those things being drayage management, so the actual issuance of delivery orders. We allow BCOs or freight forwarders or anybody else to bring drayage management in-house where they can actually issue delivery orders, get the milestones back from the drayage carriers, allow the drayage carrier to upload proof of delivery, schedule appointments at warehouses and all those kind of things. So it's really an extension of the container lifecycle and the visibility piece on actually executing on delivery. Another enhancement is invoice auditing. And so one of the things that we get asked a lot is to use our data for invoice auditing. And so if you're auditing a demurrage or detention invoice, you need to know the contract information, you need to know the discharge date, the free time and how that's assessed. Or if it's ocean freight, you need to make sure that the container was booked on the right contract and then you get charged the right amount. And so there's a lot of things that our data was being asked to do that our customers were having to leave our system and go do those things. And so a natural extension of our business model was to take those processes that are doing externally in emails or spreadsheets or outsourced to another company and bring it within the platform because we already had all the data that was necessary to do it there anyway. We've seen a ton of success with that and hoping to continue adding enhancements for our customers in the future to help them execute on their supply chain and not just have the visibility to it.
How do you see the automated invoice auditing in particular impacting your customers?
Our business model is to go where the customers need us to go. It's one of those things where we have a really close relationship with our core customer, the BCO. And when I'm in meetings or our salespeople, or our solutions engineers, the account managers are in meetings with our customers and we have two or three ask the same questions. And one of the questions they were asking is how can we use this data to help audit our freight payments and understand that they're paying the right contractual terms. As you talked about the current economic climate and recessionary freight for the past couple of years, and after COVID when costs were super high and then costs get super low, there's a whole lot of contracts that are changing all the time. Costs are going down or going up depending on the Red Sea and all the things that are happening in the geopolitical climate. And so with all those things changing and freight costs changing all the time, it was important for our customers to know that they had a partner they could trust to make sure that what they're getting charged is what they were supposed to be charged. And we've really found in a lot of the cases where we've implemented invoice auditing, it's not so much a gotcha back at their provider. We're not doing something in a malicious way. It's really oftentimes the providers enjoy when they work with us because it's just ensuring that everybody knows what they're supposed to pay and the payment flows as it's supposed to. When you get into issues is whenever there's not a clear agreement on what something was supposed to be charged, whether it was or not, and then that's where the disputes and things happen in the future. And so that invoice auditing piece is really crucial, and it's been great for our BCOs, but then also in the Hapag-Lloyd partnership. And what we're working with PayCargo, PayCargo has a huge payor-payee network of all different kinds of vendors and payers that have PayCargo accounts to pay and make things flow. And so where Gnosis is that data parallel of tracking containers and auditing and doing all those things. So that's where the partnership with PayCargo and Hapag for the demurrage, the container payment portal, just lends itself to more functionality and a better experience for our BCOs in the future.
Thanks for sitting down with me today, Jake.
No problem. Thank you.